Welcome to Daco, your home for creative, nature-inspired gardening ideas. If you've ever wanted to bring a little magic into your outdoor space, today's video is tailor-made for you. We're blending fairy garden charm with vintage upcycled decor to create whimsical designs for even the tiniest outdoor corners and pathways. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the Daco channel. Hit the like button if you love clever garden ideas, and drop a comment below letting us know which part of today's design inspired you most. Your feedback fuels our garden-loving hearts. Now, let's dive into a world of recycled wonders and fairy tale vibes. From teacups turned into fairy homes to old ladders doubling as vertical gardens, we're about to spark your imagination and transform overlooked spaces into whimsical havens. Fairy gardens have become more than a trend, they're a form of storytelling through landscape. These miniature sanctuaries invite curiosity and wonder, giving your garden a playful yet serene energy. Beyond aesthetics, fairy gardens are perfect for small spaces. They require minimal maintenance and can thrive in corners, pathways, or even containers, making them ideal for balconies, patios, or compact yards. They also provide a delightful DIY project for kids and adults alike. With just a few repurposed items and a bit of imagination, you can create a space that feels enchanted and deeply personal. Vintage items carry charm and character that new pieces simply can't match. Scour thrift stores, flea markets, or even your own attic for old teapots, lanterns, broken furniture, or rusted tools. Look for pieces with wear and patina, they add authenticity and texture to your garden. Don't worry if something's chipped or faded. In the fairy world, imperfections are treasures. Before placing them outdoors, be sure to clean them up and consider sealing them if they're particularly fragile or prone to rusting. Safety and durability matter even in a fantasy garden. Start by assessing the space you want to transform. Is it a shady nook under a tree? A sunny spot by a walkway? Let your surroundings inspire your theme. Sketch a simple layout to visualize where larger pieces, like vintage crates or ladders, might go. Use natural divisions in your yard to frame mini scenes within your garden. Don't overcrowd the area. Leave room for movement and visual breathing space. Fairy gardens thrive on detail, and those tiny moments shine best when they're not cluttered. Tiny fairy homes are the heart of the garden. Old birdhouses, hollow logs, or even large seashells can serve as delightful dwellings with just a touch of paint and creativity. Add pebble walkways, twig fences, and mossy roofs for a lived-in fairy feel. Use bark, bottle caps, or broken china for whimsical textures and colors. Place these homes at varying heights, on rocks, inside planters, or tucked into crevices, to create layers and draw the eye. Make it feel like a village sprung up overnight. Old containers can be reborn as stunning garden focal points. Try using enamel bowls, rusty kettles, or wooden drawers to hold miniature plants or fairy scenes. Stacking mismatched containers can also create vertical interest. For example, an old typewriter on top of a milk crate becomes a magical writing station for woodland creatures. Make sure containers have drainage or line them with pebbles before planting. You want them to look whimsical but function well for long-term plant health. Incorporate natural elements like pine cones, bark, acorns, or river stones to tie your fairy garden into the surrounding landscape. These items blend the whimsical with the wild. Twigs can become ladders or railings. Pebbles make great garden paths. Even dried flowers can be fairy-sized bouquets for table settings or front porches. Use moss liberally, between stones, around homes, and creeping along the ground. It softens the scene and adds that touch of forest magic every fairy garden needs. Lighting elevates the fairy tale. Use solar-powered string lights, tea lights in mason jars, or repurposed lanterns to add evening charm. Tiny fairy lights can be threaded through bushes or along walkways to mimic fireflies or glowing fairy dust. It brings your garden to life after sunset. Vintage light covers, like glass insulators or chandelier crystals, can refract light beautifully and act as whimsical accents during the day too. Small paths invite exploration and wonder. Use old bricks, wood slices, or repurpose ceramic tiles to build charming little walkways through your garden. Create curves and branches in your path layout. Straight lines feel modern, but winding paths suggest mystery and hidden worlds. Edges can be lined with broken china, marbles, or seashells. It's a great way to use odds and ends while creating visual interest along the journey. Old furniture can have a second life in the garden. Try turning a vintage chair into a planter, or an old drawer into a multi-level fairy village. Even broken items, like a table missing a leg, can be repurposed into whimsical display stands for mini scenes and potted plants. Paint with weatherproof colors to match your fairy tale aesthetic, or leave the patina to evoke age-old magic. Either way, you're telling a story with each piece. Invite little hands to help build their own enchanted space. Create a designated corner for kids, with safe, simple materials and lots of room for creativity. Use plastic or wood-based materials that won't break easily. Kids can paint stones, design furniture with twigs, or plant their own miniature succulents. Let them name their fairy characters and write little stories to go with each garden nook. It turns your outdoor space into a living, imaginative playground. Why stop at one theme? Try creating zones, like a fairy bakery in a teacup, a library in a hollow log, or a campsite inside a broken lantern. Themes add richness to your garden's story. A vintage sewing tin becomes a fairy tailor's shop. A cracked mug becomes a gnome's bathtub. Think about color schemes and props that match each scene. This helps keep things cohesive and fun to explore for visitors and fairies alike. Celebrate the seasons with subtle changes to your fairy garden. Add pumpkins in the fall, miniature wreaths in the winter, and tiny flower garlands in spring. You don't need to overhaul the whole garden, just swap out or add a few key elements to reflect the time of year. It keeps the magic feeling fresh. Use seasonal plants like miniature mums in autumn or violas in early spring to add bursts of color that align with the calendar. Choose plants that match your space's light levels and scale. Low-growing mosses, creeping thyme, miniature ferns, and dwarf succulents are ideal. tiny plants help maintain the illusion of a fairy-sized world. Avoid large, fast-growing plants that could overwhelm the delicate design. Mix textures and colors for variety. Silvery foliage, fuzzy leaves, and blooming accents make your garden feel dynamic and lush. Keep your fairy garden safe from pets, wind, and weather. Secure loose items with glue dots or pebbles, and shelter fragile pieces under foliage or in containers. Use plant-safe sealants on wood or paper-based materials to extend their life. You don't want your creations melting after one rain. In winter, move portable fairy gardens indoors or into sheltered areas. Recycled containers make it easy to bring the magic inside. Sound adds another layer to your enchanted garden. Try repurposing old wind chimes, hanging spoons, or shells to create gentle, musical breezes. Water features, like a small solar fountain or a vintage watering can turn into a trickling spout, add relaxing ambience and invite birds. Even the crunch of gravel paths or the rustle of leaves enhances the immersive fairy tale experience. Let your garden appeal to all the senses. Once your whimsical corner is ready, don't keep it a secret. Take photos, share videos, or even host a mini garden tour with friends and neighbors. Fairy gardens are about joy and storytelling. You can even add little notes or QR codes linking to the stories behind each scene. Join online communities, like miniature garden forums or Facebook groups, to share your creations and get inspired by others around the world. Thanks so much for joining us today on this magical journey into recycled whimsy and fairy garden charm. We hope you're leaving with ideas buzzing in your head and hands itching to start creating. Remember to subscribe to the Daco channel for more garden inspiration, and don't forget to like this video if it brought a little magic to your day. Leave a comment below telling us what vintage item you're excited to turn into garden magic. Until next time, keep growing your dreams, one whimsical detail at a time.